Right, so I'm down the lake with James Clarke again from Evolve Tackle, and you've got a couple more systems to show me, haven't you?
Yeah, so the next two systems are sort of ideal for your solid bag anglers, things like that, you know. So again, we've got one system where you don't need to drop the weight, and the other system where you do drop the weight. The first one I'll show you is the inline run ring system kit. Now, again, with these, they are basically $6.99 and you get a pack of 6, okay? And you also get a little screwdriver that I'll show you how to use in a minute. But basically, solid bag angler, well, you can use it without a bag, don't get me wrong, but as you can see, it's just set up like a normal solid bag setup, but the fish comes along, shakes the hook.
Nice, okay.
And then that turns into a full running system. And again, you've got the large bore on the actual system itself. So if this was to become snagged, again, it's fish safe and that's gone. The buffer bead, again, as you see, comes out and acts, as it says, a buffer bead.
Yeah,
but
cool.
this is a really clever system. But there's more interesting stuff to show you in a minute. So yeah, fish comes along, can't use the weight to get lose the hook on you, turns it into a full running system. Again, the guys that have been using this have been getting some blip, 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 savage
I can
runs,
imagine,
you know? But the really clever part of this is that if you wanted to maybe use a smaller bag and put a lighter weight in there, or lighter lead, because the stems or the inserts that come with this, which are available separately, you can buy the inserts separately. They're £3.49, and again, 6 in a pack. But you'll notice, this is the clever part, they actually unscrew.
Okay.
So
all the stems are universal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, look, it worked with people's leads, don't get me wrong.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be your weight, so it can be anyone's.
No, it can be anybody's. Using our weights, again, because they're not lead, you're always going to get the right tolerance on them, but they will work fine with other people's leads. They work absolutely fine. But yeah, so again, on the insert, you have a plus or minus setting for your swivel release weight. Okay, so again, you can dictate if you've got nuisance fish like roach or something like that, rather than them sort of pulling the swivel out, you can set it to a plus or minus, plus 3 ounces.
So then you've got
above.
more resistance.
Exactly, minus 3 ounces and below. So you can set it up to your own tolerance. You know, I mean, I've put it on the minus here, but yeah, it's a clever little system. So you can have a series of weights made up with the stems inserted, because that's actually a threaded collar on there. And you'll notice on the actual system itself as well, you've got a little line there. And obviously, bigger weights, you're not going to cut as much, or you're going to not cut as much as that actual system off. So you use that as a cutting guide. You just marry that up against that, and that's your perfect cutting guide to be able to basically screw in to the system. So again, you know, if you want to use a smaller bag, you can have a lighter weight set up there, put it into a smaller bag, or if you want to go a little bit longer, you can basically put in a bigger weight and have it sit there with the system put on there ready for you, you know. But again, beauty of these, that little buffer bead pops in there.
Everything's so flush.
Plus or minus setting, yeah, it is beautiful. And again, with our weights, we've put the channel on there as well. And once that's actually screwed up, that you get a little screwdriver in the pack as well, a little plastic screwdriver. And once that's put in, I haven't done it for now, but you just line that up and you can screw it up to get it nice and tight. And yeah, so it's nice and smoothly finished.
Have a little look. So the plus and minus is on the stem,
It's on the insert, on the inside of the insert,
So let's have a little look at that.
But that's the clever part. That's when everyone goes, oh, that's a good idea. So I can change the weight size.
Yeah, no, I really like the screw thread. Right, okay.
You see on the plus and minus.
The plus and minus. So then again, depending what angle you put the swivel in, changes the resistance. So that's a bit tougher on the plus. And a lot easier. You do feel the difference, don't you?
On there,
Nice, that is a very cool little setup.
It's a great setup, it's clever.
And I like how the buffer bead is actually internal.
It's all very smoothly finished as well, as you can see. So it's going to prevent any tangles, etc., etc. And again, it's just the colour on the systems took us a long time. We got the colours just right that they pretty much match most lake bottoms. You know,
I like it. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if you want to know how to set it up, again, just go on the website. All of the instructions on how to set the thing up. But yeah, I just like the flexibility that you can change the weight as well. So if you want to put a smaller
it makes
bag
it easy, doesn't it?
You can just have the weights set up there. And again, you don't have to use our weights. They could be with other companies' leads.
Yeah. Are these swivels different as well?
So the swivels, in a later video, we'll probably tell you how can we make a swivel different. Again, it's part of the eco thing, but we make ours out of steel.
Oh, okay.
All of our swivels are made out of steel, which again, from the weight clips, the internally set ones, they're steel as well. So all of our swivels are steel. If you're a big fish angler in Europe and things like that, look, it takes a lot to make any company swivel go. Don't get me wrong, or to bend out of shape. It's a tough thing to do. But I think if you're fishing somewhere like your rainbows or your big fish European venues, then really it's just confidence in what you're using, you know, just knowing that you're strong.
Yeah.
But again, you get 6 of those in a pack.
Yeah.
You can buy them separately to go in other people's weights, or they come in the kit form anyway. And again, you've got the cutting guide on there to make sure you've got exactly the right.
Yeah, I like that you've got quite a bit of thread as well. So then if you are using a smaller weight, obviously you can still use it in the way it's intended. So yes, very cool. I'll give that back to you dismantled.
And what I'll do now is show you again, you know, we've done a drop-off system as well, an inline drop-off system. What we managed to do with ours was just make a little bit more variation in it.
Yeah.
Again, with all our systems, they can be used naked, lead core, lead free, tubing, whatever you want to do. But you know, we just thought, how can we put a little bit of a twist in a drop-off system? So basically, again, we just sell the insert and the tail rubber. Okay, so the tail rubbers themselves, again, you get 6 in a pack, and the tail rubbers are $2.65 for a pack of 6, so they're well priced. And the insert, which is the interesting part in a minute, the inserts are basically $2.99 for a pack of 6. But with the insert, starting from the top, obviously they come a little bit more oversized than what you're seeing in the video here, and that's so you can cut them down to size, and you've got the lines on there, and they're just cut in increments. What we advise always is roughly, on a weight or a lead, is to leave around 1 centimetre exposed. That tends to give you the best sort of chance.
And then they're long enough for even
absolutely lines, so we've made them for big weights or leads, so in the pack you'll see they're oversized, but again, you've got lines on here, they're your cutting guides, and then either side you've got grooves running down them, so you've got a very narrow groove there. That's for your naked setup. And if you're using lead core, lead free, or using tubing, you've got a wider. Yeah, our money spider's back again. He likes you, doesn't he? But yeah, on the other side there, you've got a larger bore. And that's for your lead frees and lead cores. But the interesting part, again, comes in the bottom. You've got your plus and minus settings. So what that dictates is the release rate, you know, of the swivel. So again, if you've got nuisance birds or nuisance fish in there, you could put it on plus, which is 3 ounces and above. Or if you haven't got that and you want it to come out even easier, you can put it on the minus, which is 3 ounces and below. But again, it's not to say you can't use various weights either side of the plus and minus, but so you've got your insert there. Again, you've felt it anyway. You can feel the difference between the plus and the minus. If you look internally, you can actually see a cross. In the right light, you can see it in there. But yeah, I've got that on the minus setting there. And again, with our weights, we've got the groove cut across the top as well, so you're always going to get that nice flush finish on there.
And these, like the systems that you showed us, they can be used with any weight as well.
Absolutely, it doesn't have to be used with everybody's weights. We just thought we'd just, because what it is sometimes with, I was saying to you earlier, when lead is made, because they'll complement our weights. We're not trying to say to people you've got to use them, but where these are not made of lead, you're always getting the same fitting, the same tolerance on there. With lead it varies. So what we thought,
they fit snug. They fit perfectly into them, basically.
As they will fit nice and flush. Again, with some leads, you know, you get a bit of variation. Early part of the day, they might not be as bad. End part of the day might be a slightly bigger internal bore on them. So they'll complement our weights, but they will work with people's leads, don't get me wrong. But again, the beauty of that is you're always going to get the same tolerance of release with our plus and minus setting on there, you know. So again, it's just a little twist we thought we could put on there if you're an avid bag angler. Again, one of our anglers, Carpe, he's been using these, he's fishing, I won't say where because I think he's a bit private where he's fishing at the moment actually, but again, he's used them to great effect. So good, I think he's gone through about 20 packs so far.
Oh really?
Wow. We're going to have to wait for more stock to come in to keep him happy, I think, but he's religiously, and again, one of our anglers, Richard, he uses bags a lot, and you go, that's sort of one of the things they won't fish without now, you know, so
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's just a little twist. Again, things will evolve. If we can make something better, we'll do it.
And say you're changing the game a bit.
We're trying to, that'd be nice to hear if we have, you know.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. Like everything you've shown me so far has been like, yep, I can see exactly why you've done that. So
it's fun. Most people see it and go, I'd use that, and it a little bit. It's nice. It's nice to hear it as well. But so it's a nice system there. If you look at a little bit of variation as well in your inline drop-offs. But the inserts and again the tail rubbers, we play methodically to just get the rubber the exact right texture on there, the exact right sort of.
It's flexible but still
Yeah.
Like,
if they're too stiff, sometimes they might not make it work properly. So again, we played for different variations of rubber to get it exactly right, as the other half of this business always does. He's very methodical on how he does things, but for the right reasons.
Yeah, too right.
You know, the absolute right reasons.
Well, again, if anyone wants to find out any more, obviously head over to
head to the
Evolve
website.
Tackle website.
The run system there and these systems, all of the step-by-step guides are on there. And again, we put them on there so we make sure you're getting them set up absolutely right the first time.
Nice, and these are going to be available in tackle shops as well to have a little play with and go and see them firsthand.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Well, looking forward to seeing what else Evolve has to offer.
Still more yet.